Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I just wanted to make a quick video as these accessory videos don't seem to do that hot on YouTube. However, this strap that you're seeing in front of you, two very similar ones, are both from Strapcode. And the new one that you're seeing here on the left that I'm comparing to the old one, it is the 20 millimeter Waffle resilient curved end FKM rubber watch strap in black by Strapcode. So the one you're seeing here is the older one on the left. Just going to briefly talk about the three main differences I found between the two. And I wanted to put something out there on the internet because this is a new product and I couldn't find a single video or even a review anywhere on it, and the only picture of it was the product listings. So hopefully this can help people who are interested. The retail price is $59.99. You know, that seems a bit steep if you're still thinking about maybe 2018 pricing pre-COVID, before inflation really hit us. But in my head, I guess I'm always comparing to aftermarket strap companies like Artem, for example, who are asking for nearly $300 when you're all said and done. I know they have lower priced products that start at $80, but yeah. So let's get into the three main differences that you're going to see on this new product here. So first, you're going to see compared, and this is the new one here on the left, compared to the older one, it is a bit thinner. So we can see here, just comparing the two thicknesses across the board, you're going to be seeing a much kind of thinner, and because of that, probably more pliable product. And additionally, it is shorter there as well. Okay, so we do see thinner and shorter. That's the first difference you'll notice. The second one will be in the fact that the new ones have quick release spring bars, whereas the old ones do not. Okay, so quick release spring bars versus the older ones do not come with that. And then lastly, maybe the most noticeable difference is the curved end link design of the lugs versus the straight end link design. If you see any aesthetic differences such as shininess of the newer one versus the older one on the left, when you buy this one new, it comes just as shiny as this one, but over time I believe whatever coating or such wears off over time. So the three differences, again to review, is curved end links, shorter strap, and as well it's slightly thinner. So I'll categorize those last two as smaller. So smaller, curved, and also having quick release spring bars. Let me get these newer strap on the watch and then we'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on if that's a good or bad thing. Okay, y'all, when I was placing the strap on, I actually noticed two minor other differences. The actual end tail of the strap is curved on the older one on the right, and this one is a little bit more squared off on the left, the newer item. And then as well, more with the angular shape you see on the older style, the strap keepers are a little bit more angular and symmetric as opposed to this older one, which had this asymmetric design, which for the life of me, I'm sure there's a reason, but I couldn't figure it out. And so, you know, I know this is not so those are like the main five things I've noticed. And lastly, you know, I wanted to touch on this. This is not a change, but I just wanted to highlight some of the quality traits that I loved about this strap. The buckle. The buckle is finished fantastically. It's a nice, thick, hefty size, which kind of pairs well with your hefty dive watch. And it has fantastic finishing because I love to have both polished and brushed finishing with sharp transition points. And then the other thing is, the strap itself. This is an iconic design that is perfectly at home on your Seiko dive watch. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the Seiko divers of the 60s made this design iconic. So again, it really fits right at home on any dive watch, but in particular, a Seiko dive watch. So rounding out to finish up here, what are my thoughts, about those changes? I think it depends on which camp you're sitting in. Thinner, shorter, more flexible, with quick release spring bars. Most people would like that, and for me, I would say it's a pro. Which one am I gonna keep or drive? The new one, I'd say. Now, I can understand though the kind of people who follow more the heritage of a dive watch, a rubber strap. Probably, in particular Seikos, you don't want quick release spring bars. You probably want a more traditional spring bar that has fat ends to fit onto the Seiko to ensure that you have a safe seal or fit. Additionally, you probably want a thicker strap to balance out the heavier or thicker watch. But I think they're trying to straddle in between here, and I think they're safe with the new size. But, to each his own. I think for me, I'm going to try this new one, and then we will see how it goes. But in closing, I think overall this one, regardless of if you choose the newer one or the older one, it's an absolute winner. I think this is probably the best waffle style FKM strap on the market, and I don't think I'm alone in thinking that. So I think if you get a chance to try it, I'd say it's worth it. And lastly, as always, I'm an independent reviewer, and these are my own opinions. Nothing has been purchased or given to me by anybody else but myself. So I have nobody's interest other than the community and myself's opinions and interest at hand. Thank you. Have a nice day.